This is a $38 million Brentwood mega mansion with a circular water wall, infinity edge pool, golf simulator, floating basketball court, and so many other things. And today, we're gonna tour this property in its entirety, but before we do, make sure to subscribe because we're touring homes just like this every single week. Also, huge thank you to all of the listing agents involved with this property. And now let's begin. We are here today in bright and sunny Brentwood, Los Angeles, about to tour the Star Resort. Just take a look at what we're surrounded by here. This is so impressive. First things first, you've got this massive gated entry. It's got to be over 10 feet tall, taking you into this secured motor court. We've got carport parking for up to 4 cars, and you've also got just this massive stone motor court where you could park an additional 7 to 10 cars comfortably here. We're looking up and we have extremely contemporary architecture. We've got the smooth stucco finish paired well with the exterior tile details, wall sconces, glass panels all throughout. The frontage of this property is so remarkable every time you drive up to it. You're surrounded by beautiful foliage all throughout, tropical plant life. You've got the palm trees surrounding the entire house. It's true, this home truly does feel like a resort every time you come in. And take a look at this right here. This is without a doubt my most favorite feature of the entire property. You take a look, you have this sloped driveway, which takes you all the way down to your subterranean 10-car garage, layered with more foliage throughout. And you have the largest water feature we have ever seen before on this channel. Take a look at how it's kind of a semicircle and it circles all the way down to the bottom where you have the garage entrance. I mean, have we ever seen anything quite like this on the channel? I don't think that we have. You've got the river rock details at the bottom of that water feature. Also, these 2 palm trees are actually on little islands and they're actually in the middle of all of this water. This is so cool. This is unlike anything we've seen. I'm truly at a loss for words. The level of detail inside and outside of the property is truly second to none. You've got the ambient lighting taking you down that driveway as well. We've got a couple cool cars here. We've got a Bentley, Tesla, Range Rover, and we're also surrounded by all of the Brentwood greenery. You've got direct views to the Getty Museum, which we will be seeing a little bit later. Over here, you've got another water feature with more tropical plant life. You've got some illuminated wooden beams above me, views into your formal dining space, and also one more thing I forgot to mention here. Your entire carport is illuminated with these lights. You've got the custom wooden panels located under this entire section here. And on the far side of the property, you've got this spiral staircase access, which takes you up into some of the guest bedrooms. And of course, we will be seeing that later on in the tour, so you should definitely stick around. This is gonna be an exciting video. We're gonna also stay until it gets dark. We're gonna play around in some of the amenities at nighttime, so also look out for that. We've got the massive pivot door. I'm 6'3" for reference. This is probably 8-9 feet tall. Let's go inside. Here we are at the grand entry of the Star Resort here in Brentwood. Right when you walk in, you are greeted with this impressive open concept floor plan. You've got this 3,800 square foot great room, which includes your living space, your bar, your kitchen, your living area, dining table, and so many other things. Also, right when you walk in, you've got this impressive open atrium floating staircase taking you upstairs, which has the primary bedroom suite, and further up higher, we've got a private rooftop deck, and we also have a rooftop putting green, which we will be seeing later. The staircase also takes you down below to the entertainment level, which has a basketball court, golf simulator, movie theater, and so many more things that we will be seeing later. You've got this impressive light fixture which extends nearly down to the bottom level. And right below the staircase, you actually have this secret cactus garden, which of course we will be seeing in detail later on. You've got your private formal dining room on my right-hand side. And over here on my left-hand side, this hallway takes us down into your elevator, powder room, and office area. And from this hallway, we also get remarkable views of your semicircular water feature, which takes you down to your subterranean garage. This is the best architectural view I've seen in my entire life. I have no further words to describe what I'm seeing right now. Over here on my left, we've got this collection of floor-to-ceiling glass panels, which actually sections you off from your floating staircase. And one more detail we have to talk about first, you've got the custom horizontal wooden panels, which were brought to the interior of the house. These also are the same ones that we saw outside. So it's cool how they're bringing these earthy tones to the interior of the house. You've got a 1,000-gallon aquarium, which we'll see in a second. And now let's talk about this right here. So this actually is your 2-story living moss wall. That's correct. This area is living, meaning you have to water it 2 to 3 times per year, and it's still going to maintain that bright green shade that it currently has. It adds a huge pop of color to your entry, and I think it's overall such a great statement piece to this great room. You've got these massive ceilings. They've got to be 25, 30 feet tall. I feel pretty small in this great room. Up above, you've got this glass-railed hallway, which once again takes you into the primary bedroom and a couple other guest bedrooms, which we'll see later. In front of me, we've got this impressive living room. The scale is unlike anything we've seen. We've got the contemporary furniture shown throughout the space. Massive stone detail extends 20 to 30 feet tall. You've got the engineered hardwood floors, which are shown throughout the entire house. And it really gives it that earthy, contemporary feeling in the space. It doesn't feel cold whatsoever. This home is large, but it does feel very livable. Over here on my right, we've got a bar section with seating for up to 4 of your guests right here. It is a waterfall edge, and if you see right here, it's not like your typical countertop, okay? It's actually triangular, which is something we've never seen before. I like that feature a lot. Coming in here, we've got tons of built-in custom cabinetry throughout. You've got the Sub-Zero refrigeration, built-in ice maker. It's ready for use. Look at all that ice you have in there. That's amazing. You've got the backlit onyx stone, and you have these LED illuminated alcoves all across the area. Stage your favorite bottles of wine or favorite pieces of artwork back here. Also really cool, you've got your very own wine station, which is something we do not normally see. We may have only seen it 2 or 3 times on the channel. You've got your very own wine on tap right here. Very, very cool. Above, you've got the drop ceiling detail with this illuminated LED strip light, which actually surrounds the entire perimeter of this section. You've got your staged grand piano here in the corner of the room. Next to that, automatic sliders which take you out to the backyard. And also you've got a staircase which takes you up to the upper level, and that upper level has a private outdoor putting green, which we'll see later. You can see we've got all of the sliding doors pocketed into the wall, so we're getting that seamless indoor-outdoor California living experience. The backyard is extremely spacious. You've got an infinity edge pool and so many other things, but we're gonna wait. We're going to show you that space later. In front of me, we've got the kitchen, living space on my left, and we've also got a butler's kitchen behind this. But before we see those, I want to backtrack briefly. Directly to the left-hand side of the entry, we are led into your formal dining room table, which has seating for up to 10 of your guests. You've got the light fixture right above with the ceiling detail. It also is a drop ceiling, and from this vantage point, you're getting views out into your motor court, your water feature, your tropical plant life. Look at how amazing this looks. This is unlike any architectural view we've really ever seen before. You've got the subterranean garage just down the driveway. I can see it clearly. If you've got your fleet of supercars out there, you can literally watch them while you're eating a meal. Also, if you pan down for me, you can see this designated section of the floor actually has these stone details. So it's really nice to look at when you're eating your dinner, surrounded by the wooden panels on the outside of that. We've got some floating cabinetry here on my right-hand side. And we just cannot ignore this feature any longer, guys. This is a 1,000-gallon dual-sided aquarium. We've never seen an aquarium in any house tour before. This is the first time, and this looks impressive. You've got some built-in cabinetry on either side. And take a look at the details you've got inside of here. It's all illuminated with these LED light strips, all nicely mirrored here, and all of these doors are also soft closing as well. Under here, you just have the inner workings of the aquarium. What a spectacle to look at while you're eating dinner. You can look out at your amazing front yard or your 1,000-gallon aquarium. That is pretty crazy. Now let's go ahead and circle back around this corner here. We've got access into the butler's kitchen behind me, but before we see that, let's talk about your main kitchen. This is your center island. You've got breakfast bar seating for up to 4 of your guests, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side of this countertop extension. I like the stone that they chose for this countertop. It also doubles here on the backsplash. You've got 2 light fixtures suspended above this countertop here. Fabricated sink with the matte black fixtures. We've got Miele appliances throughout the entire kitchen, but before we talk about those, this is the other side of your dual-sided aquarium. Once again, you can be cooking up a quesadilla on your stove, looking here at your aquarium. Again, a sight that most homes just do not have, and to see this in a residential property is so mind-blowing. I love that. We've got a couple different fish in there. I can see like 2 or 3 of them swimming around right now. It's a pretty cool life to live. Now let's continue down. We've got the inner workings of the kitchen here. Like I said, fabricated sink. You've got your Miele espresso machine, and next to that, open this up. This is your Miele refrigeration section. Go ahead and close this up. What else do we have? Miele induction cooktop. Pot filler is located right above that. Let's talk about this for a second. We've never seen this before. So this actually is meant to hold your paper towels, and this is actually a marble stand for your paper towels. We've never seen anything quite like that. This home is extremely luxurious. It's full of surprises, so we'll probably see more stuff like that later on. Above me, we've got your stainless steel hood, nicely paneled dishwasher, matches the rest of the cabinetry. You've got your Miele microwave, and your freezer is nicely sectioned off to the left-hand side. And when you're in this massive kitchen here, you get views of your great room, the extremely high ceilings. You've got the coffered ceiling detail above with those vertical wooden panels. You've got the illuminated LED light strips on each individual square. This architectural view is just unlike anything we've seen, and I'm a huge fan of this. One of the best interiors we've toured to date. Just take a look at this, kind of take this in. This is crazy. Now, of course, we've got access to the backyard from these motorized pocket sliders. But before we see that, let's continue back down. This is your family room. You've got the massive L-shaped couch here in the center, marble tabletop with the stone detail here going up to the ceiling on this side of the wall. Linear glass enclosed fireplace is located under your mounted flat screen TV. You can also see that you have 4 sets of motorized pocket sliding doors. Once again, taking you directly out to the backyard. If you look up above me, we've got the drop ceiling detail once again with the illuminated LED light strips, seating area to my left, complemented with more of these custom wooden panels. And we have 2 more sets of auto sliding doors. And this section exclusively leads us out into a seating area surrounded by foliage. You've got your very own horse at the property too. I'm not sure if this horse is included. You might be able to negotiate it in the deal. You've got more custom woodwork all across this exterior. And we also have further access to the backyard. Take a look at how amazing this looks right here. The amount of foliage makes this home feel so comfortable and inviting. Now that concludes our tour for a lot of the great room sections. So now I want to take you down over here. This is actually a secondary staircase which exclusively takes you down to the bottom level. That's where you've got access into a lot of crazy amenities, including your fully suspended basketball courts, golf simulator, indoor spa, and so much more. You've got the light fixtures right above this floating staircase, and over here on my right, this is a powder room, and this is a very unique powder room, okay? We've got the floating vanity, stone countertops, and you actually have a bunch of river rocks in your sink, which is crazy. It's a fabricated sink, and you've also got this wall-mounted faucet, which is complete with the matte black fixtures. Turn this little knob right here, and your water comes out. Pretty crazy. I don't think we've ever seen a wall-mounted faucet quite like that before. Turn the knob, it turns off. Pretty crazy. Wallpaper throughout, very interesting design. Now, if we further continue down, this is the butler's kitchen. And this butler's kitchen looks like a lot of main kitchens in most other luxury properties, but this is the back of the house. You've got your center island with the stone details, waterfall edge, Miele warming tray is nicely built into the section. You've also got this stone which doubles as the backsplash. You've also got your 6-burner Miele stovetop, which is nicely built into the counter. Pot filler is positioned above. You've got Miele appliances throughout the entire butler's kitchen. You've got your double oven setup, nicely built in. Miele microwave above. And let's open this up. What do we have? Miele refrigeration space. All nicely paneled once again with this custom wood. And one more thing that we've never seen before in any house. Take a look at this. This is an industrial stainless steel walk-in refrigerator. It's not currently on, but I mean, to have this in your very own house is unlike anything we've ever seen before. Now let's continue down. We've got the ambient lighting located under all of your floating cabinetry here. Massive linear sink, tons of custom cabinetry. You've got your paneled dishwasher right over here. And just next to that, you've got some pull-out shelving, which is all nicely soft closing. You know we love to see that. And down on my right, you've just got some additional cabinetry and access to that motor court. But let's continue back down here, and that actually concludes our tour for this entire main level. So now, we're gonna check out the backyard, then the lower level. So let's do it. Here we are. We have made it to the Star Resort backyard, and this area truly makes this property a resort. Right when you walk out, you're greeted with this massive turf area. You've got the staged seating section right when you walk out. And if you want to, you can move around this furniture. You can play some serious soccer games here, serious football games. You've got tons of outdoor space. And if you don't want to play football or soccer out here, we've got a football and soccer simulator downstairs, so we'll see that later too. You should stick around. You've got 5 staged pool chairs next to your massive infinity edge pool. Hot tub is nicely located inside of the space. You've got the Baja shelf. This hot tub can probably fit like 15 plus people. You've got the LED lights illuminating this pool. It's the complete infinity edge on these 2 sides, overlooking the beautiful Brentwood foliage. Look at all of this plant life right here. This home is extremely private, extremely secure. No one can see into this house whatsoever. You've got unobstructed views of the Getty Museum, which is something we have never seen before. We may never see it again. You only really get it from this vantage point, which is amazing. And from this point right here, you're looking up at the grand modern architecture right here. This is so impressive. You've got that stonework detail which extends all the way up to the roof line of the house. And that's actually the back side of that linear fireplace that we saw earlier. You've got all of the glass panels right here, suspended balconies, views to the interior, seamless indoor-outdoor flow. This home checks all the boxes. I really do mean it. Now down over here, we've got some more fun stuff to see. You've got this stone pathway with the turf patterns leading you up to this fire pit. Seating section surrounds the area, once again overlooking the property, overlooking the pool. Right here we've got an outdoor seating section which is currently shown to sit up to 12 of your guests at this wooden paneled table. We are also nicely located under this covered patio space. So if you want to eat here on a hot afternoon, don't worry, you're nicely shaded off. You've got the space heaters right above, and you've got the heater towers right here too. If you're entertaining guests, don't worry, everyone can stay nice and warm on a cold evening. It's getting pretty chilly right now. We might have to turn those on later. And if we continue down, this is actually that seating area which we saw a little bit earlier. But follow me down over here. This is your covered off bar section with seating for several guests here at the countertop. Wooden panel details are located here on this cantilever, and right here, we got to talk about this detail. So this is not just some random outdoor TV. No, this is a complete state-of-the-art built-in screen. It's like a mini Jumbotron. That's kind of the material that it looks like here. This is really cool. You've got your built-in sink, of course, nicely stainless steel. Refrigeration down below. It's actually fully stocked. You've got some Happy Dads down there. If you guys ever had them, they're really good. And right down here, built-in ice maker, complete with some ice. What do we have here? Your very own pizza oven. You've got some open shelving below, stainless steel barbecue, overlooks your infinity edge pool, and it overlooks all the foliage. You can see the Getty Museum while you're barbecuing hot dogs. Like, how crazy is that? I mean, seriously. Now follow me down this stone pathway. If you thought that was it, you're wrong. We've got more to see. We've got the staircase, which takes you up to the private putting green, which we'll see later. We've got tons of different fire features, which line this kind of private bridge that we're walking on right now. Glass panels, you've got views of your basketball court on one side, and then in front of me, views of your motor court, views of your semicircular water feature, and these floating palm trees that are in the middle of the water. This is seriously unbelievable. Look at all the fire features. We're looking out at the Getty. The turf patterns extend back down to the backyard. And if you think this looks nice right now, wait until we see this place at nighttime. Now let's continue back down, and that actually wraps up our tour for this entire main floor. So now we're gonna head down below. We're gonna check out that entertainment floor, then the top level, then the rooftop. So let's do it. Coming down your floating staircase, we've just made it down to the lower entertainment level of this house. You of course see the moss wall right when you come down. You've got a secret cactus garden under your staircase. We've never seen anything remotely similar to this in any house before. And also, these actually are artificial cacti, so no one's gonna poke themselves if they accidentally trip and fall in here. Don't worry, none of that's gonna happen. You've got a lot to see on this bottom level. You've got a suspended basketball court. You've got a private gym, 10-car garage with a seating area, movie theater, golf simulator, indoor jet spa. We've got so much to see. So let's break this down section by section. This is the first area we're going to talk about. You've got the coffered ceilings above with the vertical wooden panel details. You've got a bar in front of me and the glass enclosed wine cellar. But before we see those spaces, I want to test my luck and see if I'm any good at pool. It's been a while since I've played, but let's see if I still got what it takes. It was not bad. It was pretty good. We can continue this game later. We're gonna be staying till nighttime, and we're gonna be doing a lot of fun activities here, so maybe we'll revisit this space, who knows? Right here, this is your bar section with seating for 3. You've got this very interesting 3D tile work which is actually illuminated with these pink LED light strips. You've got the built-in shelving on either side of the space, built-in sink with tons of built-in cabinetry below this section. You've got your ice maker nicely paneled to match the rest of the cabinetry here. Refrigeration is glass paneled. This is impressive. You've got open shelving here on my left and the waterfall edge detail on this island. And this is pretty cool. We just saw this in a different house. But take a look at this. This is actually your very own built-in candy machine. And you just turn the knob and you get whatever piece of candy that you like. Choose up to 5 different candies, something we don't see often. I love little trinkets like this. Now continuing down, before we see that movie theater, we've got the beautiful wall sconces to either side of this door. And follow me actually down here to my right-hand side. This is your glass enclosed wine cellar here. You can see that it's completely temperature controlled. You've got the 3 light fixtures hanging above the space for all of your precious bottles of wine. You can store them in the most fashionable way possible. Now exiting the space, we've got a wine tasting area on my left. And if you follow me down over here, this set of double doors takes you directly into the movie theater. This has got to be one of the best movie theaters we have ever seen on this channel. First things first, when you walk in, you've got this built-in bar section, which can seat up to 5 of your guests here. You've got the quadruple tiered seating here. You can probably sit like 15 to 20 people in this private space. You've got tons of wall sconces which surround the entire movie theater. You've got the plush walls and you've got the starry ceiling. It looks like we're sitting in a Rolls Royce right here. This is so crazy. Massive screen is positioned on the far side of the room. The space is also nicely carpeted, so it's absorbing all that sound, and it's very comfortable in here. Relax with your friends and family. Sit down in one of these recliner chairs. If you can take a look at this right here, you press a button, completely reclines for you. Press another button, it illuminates with blue LED light strips. Take a look at that. Something we just literally never see in houses. They really went the extra mile at this property. Every single little detail was carefully thought about, and it definitely shows. Also, you've got, of course, the projector, which is nicely kind of tucked inside that part of the drop ceiling. And now let's head back up over here. We've got some built-in cabinetry on the far side, and take a look at this. You've actually got a popcorn tower. I don't think I'm gonna be eating any of that right now, but maybe I will later at nighttime, who knows? Now let's head back outside of the space right here. We are back into this lower level living area. Got access to the gym and to the basketball court on my left. 10-car garage also over here, but before we see those sections, we gotta talk about this guys right here. This is your very own golf simulator. You can play baseball, basketball, football, hockey, any sport you could possibly think of, you can play it right here. You've just got the massive projector on the far side, wooden paneled area. This is so, so cool. We've actually got golf set up right now, but I'm not the best golf player, so we don't need to see my swing. It's probably not the best. You've also got your very own arcade machine. This is actually Pac-Man. I'm a little bit better at playing this game here. You can take a look. Play literally anytime you want with your friends. Take a look. This joystick really works. I'm literally playing this right now. I cannot believe this is real. You've got the Pac-Man little stool over here on the right. This is such a cool area for entertaining. Now let's head back down the space. We've got a private massage room here on my left-hand side. But let's continue down this hallway here. I love the illuminated ceiling you have above me, and you've got this glass door. And where does this lead you? This leads you into your very own private spa. This is a jet spa too, so when you're in here, you can actually swim laps. You've got this machine which creates an artificial current. So you can literally be swimming against the current and you won't be able to go forward like whatsoever. You will stay in place. Private hot tub in here. Just bring all your friends inside your secret hot tub. You're surrounded by all of this stonework around the section, and you've got this glass enclosed picture window which looks out to your floating staircase, and all you have to do is press a simple button. You can see up above, you've got this insane waterfall. Crazy. You've got all of the LED light strips which surround the upper and the lower sections of the space. What a great spot to entertain. You come out of the glass door and we are led here to your staircase, which takes you back up to the main level of the house. You've got the light fixture right above me with the baseboard details, little seating area, but let's continue back down over here. I'm again a huge fan of this ceiling. I love the LED lights that they have here. Let's open up this door. What do we have? This is your very own private lounge area, which is located directly next to your glass enclosed 10-car garage. So you open up this glass door and look at where we have made it. This is exactly where that private driveway takes you all the way underground to this insane space. You've even got these massive beams that surround the entire garage here. It's nicely illuminated. Could you imagine just having your fleet of like 10 supercars down here? You drive down, you look at the massive set of TVs. You've got a total of 9 TVs over there. You can take your car down here and have your very own drive-in movie. Look at the set of screens. You've got Kobe Bryant over here on my left with a really cool art piece. Tons of staged seating sections across this area. And let's continue down. There's one more thing we got to discuss, and this is your very own designated space to get your haircut. So stop going out to the barber shop. Instead, hire your barber, have him come here, have him cut your hair at this space right off of your glass enclosed garage. You've got the wall sconces on either side. This is such a cool thing to have, and we don't see this enough in properties. Now let's go ahead and head back down through this hallway right over here. You've got your elevator access on my left, and this glass door leads us into your very own designated gym. You've got all of the equipment here that you could possibly need. You've got more of the vertical wooden panel details up above here on the ceiling with the LED light strips. Literally, you can do a workout here. You've got your very own bench press, treadmill, couple other spaces. This is insane. You've got the mirrored walls over here on the far side. And last but not least, you've got this glass enclosed door. And where does this lead you, you ask? Before we see the basketball court, you can see that this actually leads us over into some additional gym equipment that they have outdoors. You can wake up, watch the sunrise, go here on your stationary bicycle and look out at the unobstructed views of the Getty Museum. That's something that most homes do not have, I promise. And if we continue down, this is it right here. This is your fully suspended private basketball court surrounded by some of the best views in all of Los Angeles. Turn your head, you've got the Getty Museum, you've got the city in the distance, and you've also got different NBA legends who are painted surrounding this entire basketball court. You've also got Kobe Bryant's signature and number here on the basketball court. Can you imagine how many guests you can have down here at this space? You can have some serious basketball games. Look at how large this is. Although it's not a full-size basketball court, it's still quite massive here. And of course, when you're playing ball, you're looking out at your contemporary architecture, one of the most unique homes that we've ever seen, especially here in Brentwood. I love this section. It's surrounded by more foliage. You've got the staircase, which takes you up to the motor court. So if you're having basketball games here, none of your friends actually have to go through your main house. They just come straight down to the basketball court. I'm not going to shoot any shots right now, but I will be trying later on at nighttime, so you should stick around for that. One more thing we got to mention. This door actually leads you into your very own private 2-story guest house, which is actually completely separate from the main house. Right when you walk in, you've got this great room with 2-story ceilings, art installations, views of the basketball court. You've got a full-size bathroom here with a glass enclosed walk-in shower, walk-in closet on my right, seating section, built-in sink, of course, with the microwave right above that. And if you pan up for me, just take a look at the chandelier that you have. We're not even in the main house anymore. These are the types of details and finishes that you're getting just in the guest house. Talk about attention to detail. Now, of course, you've also got this glass railed staircase, which further takes you up to the top of the guest house. This could be the bedroom if you want, but currently it's staged as a poker game room. Right here, getting direct views of your basketball court. The chandelier right over here, this open atrium is impressive. You've got another crystal art installation in front of me, views of the water feature, and views of that driveway, which takes you down to the subterranean garage that we did just see, views of the motor court. There's nothing else in Los Angeles quite like this. This is your very own contemporary paradise in Brentwood. I'm truly at a loss for words. You've got the vertical wooden paneling up above me here, and that actually concludes our tour for the entire bottom level and guest house. So now we have to head upstairs and check out the top level, then the rooftop. So let's do it. Coming up your wooden floating staircase, we have just made it up here to the upper level of the house. You can see that we've got this glass enclosed hallway, which takes us directly down to the primary bedroom suite, which we will be seeing briefly. You've got this massive skylight, which provides natural light into the entire house right here. And that's actually a part of your private rooftop deck, which of course we're going to be seeing after we tour this floor right here. In front of me, we've got a living section with a linear fireplace and access into 4 different guest bedrooms. And right when you get up to this level, of course, you've got the living moss wall and this impressive chandelier, which we did discuss earlier. You've also got views directly out to all of Brentwood. And you can even see the Getty unobstructed right here from this vantage point. This is a view of the Getty that most homes do not have at all. You've also got access right here to your rooftop deck from this exterior staircase. We've also got a putting green up here on the outside of this level. You've also got your elevator access here on my left-hand side. And from this vantage point, you're getting views of your driveway, which goes down to your underground garage. Every time I look at that, I'm just kind of at a loss for words. It looks impressive. Now let's continue down this hallway here. We've got the engineered hardwood floors across this entire space. It feels very earthy, very warm. Follow me down this glass enclosed hallway. You've got views of your great room, of course, views out to the backyard. And if we take a turn down through here, this is it, the primary bedroom suite here at the Star Resort. You've got a custom vertical wooden panel detail on the ceiling right here. You've also got a drop ceiling with the LED strip lighting, which surrounds the perimeter of this primary suite. You've got this interesting plush wall detail on the far side of the room, complemented with 2 hanging light fixtures on either side of this bed. Very interesting. This bed is actually completely built in to this kind of plush backside of the wall. I've never seen something quite like that, but that is very interesting. We've got a staged living section here on the far side of the room, and take a look at the views that you get from this living area. Could you imagine waking up and just seeing this foliage every single day? It feels like you're waking up in a private forest of some sort. This is remarkable. The floor-to-ceiling glass complements the space, of course. You've got the interior plant life. I just love the earthy tones that you have all throughout this home. And before we check out that primary bathroom, we got to mention you've got the massive linear fireplace in this section. You've got the flat screen TV right above the section. And once again, you've got picture window views which look directly out to your backyard pool. And you've got unobstructed views of the Getty once again. So you wake up every day and you see this. Impressive. Now, let's continue our tour. We've got the pocket sliding doors. They're automatic. This takes you to your private balcony here, several staged seating sections with the fire pit here in the center, surrounded by foliage, and this area is nicely railed off with the tinted glass panels. Once again, you sit out here, you look at the Getty, you look at all of the foliage here in the distance, your massive pool, your backyard, your contemporary architecture. I've never seen something quite this stunning before. Now let's head back inside, and if we take a turn directly on my right, we have just made it into the primary bathroom suite. And upon entering, you've got a nice white tile all along the floors. You see more of the vertical wooden panel details up above here on the ceiling, illuminated with those LED light strips. There's a lot to see in this bathroom, and I'm gonna mention every single detail. And the first thing we gotta talk about, guys, you've got your very own built-in espresso machine designed by Miele, completely built into the rest of your cabinetry. Don't worry about going all the way down your stairs or your elevator to get a cup of coffee in the morning. You can literally do it from the comfort of your own bathroom. Below that, you've got your sub-zero refrigeration space. Cabinetry surrounds the area, and in front of me, we've got access into your primary closets. However, they are under storage, so we won't be seeing those today. But what we can see is one of your two vanities here on my right, completely floating off the ground. And even this large cabinetry is also floating off the ground. Very cool. You've got the wall sconces on either side of this mirror right here. Also, you've got your push to open glass enclosed cabinets on either side of the space. You get a lot of natural light into this room. Once again, looking solely out to the foliage and the mountains. You don't see much more right here, and I'm a huge fan of the amount of privacy that you get at this property. I also love the stonework detail that they have chosen for this bathroom. You can see that it's displayed on the walls, and it actually carries here into your primary shower. And you can just see how spacious this area is. You've got the stone details on both sides, mounted rain head right here, and you've got another massive one up above me here on the ceiling. Got your built-in body spray, of course, with the built-in bench seating, book-matched stone in your shower. It's a detail we just don't see too often. This also is a steam shower too, which is pretty crazy. You can also access this shower from the other side of the bathroom, but instead of cutting through, I actually want to go around and show you what else we have. More of the book-matched stone over here on my right. You've got a preparation vanity here on my right. And once again, right here, you've got your other floating vanity, which mirrors the last one that we did just see, completely floating off the ground. And you actually have an additional preparation vanity. So you've got two vanities with sinks, two for preparation. We've never seen that many before. Also, this is further access into your primary shower. You can push the door open or you can pull it open, which is pretty cool. Also, wanted to mention you've got the tile work detail up above the ceiling there in that shower, and you've got your water closet once again here on the right. Let's continue down. You've got the mirrored walls with the art installation. Complements the space well. And now let's continue back down out of the primary. We're back into that central upper level hallway. This is the seating area I mentioned previously, with the views out to the front yard, to your impressive water feature and motor court. You've got the linear fireplace with the flat screen TV above, built-in shelving on either sides of the space, views of the moss wall. It does not get much better than this. Now let's continue down. This is one of the guest bedrooms shown here on this upper level. We've got contemporary staged furniture in the section. Also on my left right here, we've got your ensuite bathroom, which is complete with your floating vanity here. Tons of custom cabinetry, is all nicely soft closing. You've got the hanging light fixtures on either side of the mirror, and your glass enclosed shower has got the nice gray tile detail on the walls, and you've got the matte black shower head right above that space. Natural light comes in, and if we continue down, you've got your walk-in closet on my right. If we head back down this hallway here, we've got another guest bedroom with contemporary staging, views of the plant life out there, and over here on my right, this is the ensuite bathroom, which looks similar to the last one. You've got the same built-in floating vanity. This time a different type of stone surrounds the walls, carries on into the shower. It's glass enclosed, of course. And if we head outside, back down the hallway, I also really like how they brought these horizontal wooden panels to the interior of the house. You get more views of your front yard. Now let's continue down on my left. This is another one of the guest bedrooms. You've got contemporary staging in here. You've got your ensuite bathroom with the built-in vanity and the glass enclosed walk-in shower. And if we continue down this hallway here, this is the final guest bedroom for this upper level. Once again, you're looking directly out to the front yard and directly out to the Getty Museum. Also, a very unique feature about this room in particular is the fact that you actually have your very own private balcony for this room. Let's take a turn out here. You've got the turfed balcony complemented with 2 different palm trees. Could you imagine your guest bedroom has these 2 palm trees right outside? Modern tropical living at its finest. And also, once again, unobstructed views of the entire front yard and the Getty Museum up above. You've got the covered patio space, couple seating areas, you've got a fire pit, and you've also got this spiral staircase access, which takes you down below to the motor courts in case you need a quick escape from your room. You've got it right here. Now let's head back into the bedroom. We do have an ensuite bathroom complete with the built-in floating vanity and a glass enclosed walk-in shower space. And now follow me back down the hall. That concludes our tour for the interior of this upper level. But now we have to head back down and check out that putting green and that outdoor seating area. So let's do it. So here we are at the private outdoor space for this top level. You can also see we've got the exterior staircase, which takes you up to the rooftop, which we will be seeing just after this. Large turfed area leads you to a seating section with a fire pit. But before we go down there, I actually want to take you down this suspended bridge, which is railed with the glass panels. You've got views of your entire front yard and that water feature that I am just so amazed by. Now let's head down the space. This is your very own putting green right here. It's complete with golf balls already, so we can hit some balls while we're out here. So let's see, let's test my luck. Let's see if I'm any good. Not bad, it was pretty close, but we're also gonna come up here at nighttime too, so I'll have a couple of other opportunities to make it. Glass railed all throughout, views of Brentwood. Take a look at this right here, guys. Views of the entire Getty Museum. And this is one of the only areas in Los Angeles that gets these types of views of the Getty Museum. Also down below me, that's where we've got your impressive basketball court, which is completely suspended above the hill. And we saw it earlier, it's just unlike anything we've ever seen. Now on my right, you've just got some more glass railing, views of some more foliage. Now let's head back down over here. This is the seating area with the fire pit, once again overlooking Brentwood, overlooking the pool, the entire backyard. We've never seen a view quite like this before. Now that concludes our tour of this upper level. So now we're gonna head up the stairs and check out the roof. So let's do it. We have just made it up here to one of the largest rooftop decks in all of Brentwood. You can see right when you come in, you were greeted with some of the best views we may have ever seen before on this channel. Unobstructed views of the entire Getty Museum. I can promise you that is not a view that most homes have here in Los Angeles. This is extremely rare. All of the Brentwood foliage surrounds the space. You've got the mountains and the city just down there in the distance. This is remarkable. You also have views of your first level water feature taking you down to the underground garage, which we did see earlier. Palm trees, of course, and views of the putting green that we did also just see. You've got this massive flat screen TV, which is mounted to the wall, and you can actually pivot it on either side, depending on what angle you're watching the TV from. Right in front of me, we've got a massive outdoor seating area, once again, overlooking the Getty. You've got this massive linear fireplace here, complemented with the views, of course. You've got 2 pool chairs situated under this shaded awning, and you also have tons of plant life throughout this rooftop space. You've got an outdoor kitchen with seating for up to 4 of your guests at this dark stone countertop. It's got a waterfall edge. You've also got some built-in refrigeration right over back here, designed by Sedona, of course. And then right here, you've got your built-in ice maker, which is amazing to have. If you're entertaining guests here on the rooftop, maybe it gets a little darker, you have an open bar out here. Imagine all of your guests relaxing. You can have a couple hundred people potentially just up here with the amount of space you have. I also really like how this entire rooftop deck is actually railed off with these tinted glass panels. Adds a nice contemporary feel to the section. Let's head down over here. This is actually that set of skylights that we saw earlier, and this is where most of the natural light is provided to the interior of the home. You've got more plant life across the section, and over here you actually have this wooden paneled structure, and this leads you into your elevator, and you've also got a great picture window in there which looks out to the Getty. Also, one more thing I wanted to point out, if you follow me directly over here, this is where you can just look out at the front of your compound. You've got the underground garage. Amazing water feature surrounds that section, massive motor courts. Look down at your fleet of supercars from this vantage point. I've never seen a view quite like this before at any property, but it's true, there is a first time for everything. Once again, I love the landscaping which surrounds this entire rooftop section. You've got some ambient lighting across the space as well. And don't worry, we will be seeing all of this at nighttime like I've been mentioning. And let's continue down. One of the last things we got to talk about is this massive space. Great opportunity to add all of your outdoor furniture. Relax, look out at the views. You've got another really cool designated garden space. And if you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. And now we're gonna actually cut to nighttime, and we're gonna see how amazing this home looks. So let's do it. So you can see now it is nighttime, and just look at how impressive this property looks. You can see all of the exterior LED light strips illuminating this house. You've got also all of the colorful LED lights here in that semicircle water feature. Your driveway also has ambient lighting taking you all the way down to that 10-car garage. And if we come up here to the front door, you can see these lights a little bit better than we did earlier. More colorful LEDs. You've got the light strips up above here on this shaded area. And now let's go inside and see what this place looks like at night. So here we are at the entry at nighttime. The entire inside of the house just illuminates so well. It looks impressive. You've got the light fixture, which we saw earlier, going down to the bottom level. And if we continue down over here, the backyard at nighttime also is just so special. You've got the fire pit going, the LED illuminated pool. It's currently in a purplish kind of blue tone. And of course, that's not all for our night tour. We're gonna head downstairs and check out the basketball court. Then we'll go upstairs and check out the putting green. So let's do it. Right off your gym, we are back here to the impressive basketball court. And take a look at how cool this space looks at nighttime. You've got the super bright lights, so you can be hooping out here at 2 a.m. if you really want to. You've got the city lights in the distance, and the Getty is also completely lit up from this angle. Of course, like we saw, we've got all of the basketball legends painted on the space. You got views of the city, and if you stand over here, take a look at the exterior architecture of the house right here. I mean, if you pan up to that, you've got all of those fire features. You've got the landscaping above me, glass panels, illuminated. I've never seen anything quite like this before. This is impressive. And now, if we head back upstairs, I want to go ahead and show you what the putting green looks like at night. So we're here on the top level. We've got views down below to your water feature. It looks so stunning at nighttime. We've got the fire pit in front of me and the views of the city lights there in the distance. This looks so beautiful at nighttime. And like we saw earlier in the tour, we've got this lit up bridge, which actually takes you here into your putting area. Really cool space. We got a couple balls set up, so let's try my luck again. Let's see if I'm any good. Oh, oh, that was literally, oh my God, that was so close. Ugh, it's all right. Just take a look at what we have around us. Take a look at the exterior architecture of the house, all of the LED light strips. This is definitely the most unique home we have ever seen on this channel. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We're going to be touring a lot more crazy homes like this in the future. Huge thank you to all of the listing agents involved with the property. Their info is down below, and I'll see you next time.